Jap, ada ramai lagi nak masuk.
Oh, okay. Oh, ya, you tak nampak kalau share dengan sama. Alamak, macam ni?
Tengah ambil. Jap. Cari backup jap. Okay.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Hi, welcome everyone. Yang join kita, Puan Fatimah pun join. Alhamdulillah. Puan Fatimah, terima kasih sebab bagi sokongan yang tak terhingga.
Sama-sama, sebenarnya tengah lepak juga ni Cik Nisa, sebab saya hantar tim untuk misi bantuan banjir untuk cleaning, satu tim lagi hantar untuk masakkan 1,500 pack dekat masjid Puncak Alam.
Kat sana macam mana situasi dia?
So far alhamdulillah pelajar-pelajar semua okey, cuma kami dekat-dekat dengan tempat yang terkesan lah dengan banjir tu kan. Jadi memang pelajar pergi untuk buat pembersihan, kita fokus pada rumah staff, tapi of course lah sekitar dia tu kita kena buat jugalah. Macam ada yang masjid agak teruk sangat lah. Itu yang kita boleh pergi sekitar yang berdekatan lah.
Betul.
Yang macam jauh tu saya rasa yang dekat ni pun even Shah Alam pun kita tak sempat lagi nak pergi.
Yep, betul. Kita pun macam kekurangan kaki tangan untuk ambil student-student yang nak volunteer sebab ramai yang nak volunteer, cuma ni kena ada transport.
Betul.
Okay. Terima kasih Puan Fatimah. I think I'm gonna start now supaya kita boleh utilize masa untuk yang lain-lain juga. Boleh ya, Amah? Okay?
Okay, boleh.
Boleh ke? Ada orang nak masuk lagi
Tak apa, nanti boleh je.
Ada orang boleh? Okay, tak apa, saya mulakan. Okay, Assalamualaikum semua. Thank you so much for making it tonight. Ini last minute tapi it's okay, kita akan record, kita akan share the link nanti kepada semua. Perkongsian kita hari ini ialah mengenai psychological first aid. Ini adalah modul daripada Malaysian Red Crescent ataupun Bulan Sabit Merah di bawah International Federation Red Cross Red Crescent. So kita punya modul ni daripada World Health Organization juga. Alright. Next. Okay, so pasukan Bulan Sabit Merah dah deploy, berada di banyak sangat kawasan di seluruh Malaysia, terutama sekarang di Selangor. Macam tadi Puan Fatimah berada di Puncak Alam UiTM, di bawah Puncak Alam punya Bulan Sabit Merah. Kita hari ini macam saya bersama-sama tim adalah di bawah Mental Health Psychosocial Support. Jadi kita berada di 5 kawasan dan sekarang ni yang paling utama saya berada di Seri Muda. Seri Muda kes dia agak tragik, macam kita dah tengoklah di social media, ada banyak kes-kes, ada banyak orang yang meninggal, banyak orang sakit dan sebagainya. Actually situation on the ground sangat-sangat agak teruk lah, sangat-sangat teruk sebab kat sana banyak kes yang looting tau. Orang kat dalam tu dia terperangkap dan kedai-kedai makan semua dah dimusnahkan sebab orang dah desperate, sangat-sangat desperate. Every day akan ada kes-kes yang macam agak severe, tapi kita ada volunteer standby on the ground. Especially us yang ada PFA, Psychological First Aid background, it's very much needed lah. Alright, so these are some of the picture dekat this is live picture last night dekat Seri Muda. Okay, next. So yang ni kita ini pula gambar di PPS, Pusat Pemindahan di Subang Jaya, USJ. Kita ada di Emerald di Kota Kemuning. And then next. Okay, yang ni pula keadaan semasa lah. Macam saya sekarang di SIAS, di Seri Muda. Kita ada 150 orang, iaitu adalah kemah-kemah yang digunakan. Banyak kanak-kanak dan keluarga ditempatkan dekat sini. Jadi aktiviti yang di bawah Psychosocial Support adalah salah satunya ialah aktiviti dengan kanak-kanak, aktiviti dengan orang dewasa. So tak semestinya dia macam teknik khas untuk buat psychological first aid. Dia agak meluas lah aktiviti yang kita akan lakukan. Okay, next. Okay, jadi untuk lokasi, ini untuk perkongsian sebab semua orang berada di lokasi yang berbeza-beza, satu Malaysia. Untuk kami di Bulan Sabit Merah, di bawah Mental Health dan Psychosocial Support Flood Relief, as of today kita tumpukan kepada 5 area ni. Di SIAS Section 19, ada Seri Muda yang kita semua tahu, Tamil Emerald dekat Kota Kemuning, ada Kuala Langat. Nadira, kalau you ada kat sini nanti Nadira akan kongsikan PIC kita. sorry for the noise, saya memang berada di PPS sekarang ni. Kuala Langat dia sangat-sangat dahsyat. So di Kuala Langat kita ada 14 atau 15 center, tapi memang sangat-sangat tak cukup orang. Jadi kalau kamu semua berada di Hulu Langat, later on please keep in touch with one of us so that kita boleh linkkan kamu kepada PIC di tempat itu. Okay, next. Okay. Jadi bila kita bercakap mengenai COVID-19 dan juga dalam masa yang sama kita ada bencana banjir, ada beberapa benda yang kita perlu ingatkan bila kita membuat perkhidmatan psychological first aid. Pertama sekali kita kena sentiasa mengingat yang kita kena mematuhi SOP-SOP yang ditentukan. Contohnya macam saya dalam kereta saya tak pakai mask lah. Dia agak menyesakkan bila kita berada di dalam dewan ramai orang pakai mask all the time. So always wear your mask and change mask at least 3 times a day. Ada orang yang akan sediakan, kalau kamu on the ground akan ada volunteer PIC, person in charge untuk bagi mask, always sanitation. So memang kena adhere SOP sebab macam hari ni kita ada kes di Taman Megah, ada kes COVID di PPS sendiri. So sangat-sangat risiko dan mesti kena berhati-hati. Do ask them what they specifically need right now or anything else. Sometimes bila kamu berada di center, ada ramai sangat orang kat sana, kita tak tahu nak buat apa. So bila tak tahu nak buat apa, you macam jadi macam maybe blur sikit, tertanya benda yang tak patut. Contohnya macam makcik rasa teruk ke, for example lah. So kita nak elakkan benda tu, so kita terus tanya, makcik ada apa-apa yang saya boleh bantu ke? Makcik dah makan ke? Ini bagi ada air, ada minuman, terus bagi. Tanya dia apa yang mereka perlukan sekarang ataupun apa-apa medication ke, siapa-siapa yang mereka nak contact. Ada banyak kes di kes-kes banjir ni diorang hilang orang-orang tersayang, orang-orang yang dalam family member, jiran-jiran. Always ask them, do you have anyone with you? Is there anyone else that I can contact for you? So get all this information. And then inform them of PSS Corner. PSS ni Psychosocial Support. Untuk setiap PPV di bawah bulan sabit merah dan Mercy juga dan beberapa NGO yang lain ataupun JKM ada corner untuk psychosocial support ataupun lay counselor. So kita akan sediakan corner ni dan beritahu mereka kalau ada apa-apa hal, rasa macam tertekan, rasa macam sesak nafas, panic attack and all that, go to this corner. Tapi introduce yourself lah, hi saya contohnya Nisa, volunteer sukarelawan daripada Bulan Sabit Merah untuk sokongan psychosocial. Kat sana ada kawasan untuk puan pergi kalau nak dapatkan maklumat lanjut ataupun rasa macam tak selesa, rasa macam ada tekanan ke, stres ke, ada orang yang boleh bercakap lah, lay counselor kat situ. And then for everyone here to gather information, relevant information to share. Bila kita jadi volunteer, kita kena hands on, kita kena tahu apa resources kat situ. Kadang-kadang bila kamu datang ke PPS, tak semestinya information ni kamu dapat grab macam tu je. Kadang-kadang kamu terawal, kadang-kadang kamu terlambat. So always ask, is there anything that, is there a list of organisation or people that I can connect these people to? So kita kena, biasanya akan ada KKM, doktor, MO, nurses, ada JKM, counselor, ada bomber, ada PDRM, ada JPAM. So all this organisation, please know what can they do and then boleh connect them to the people. People who are in need, boleh connect them to all these resources lah. Don't assume that you have all the answers. Kadang-kadang kita nak tolong orang, kita tak tahu nak buat apa, and then kita macam try to be a superhero. Don't do that. Ada banyak orang yang boleh tolong. Kalau rasa macam contohnya you jumpa orang macam ada kes yang orang-orang tua, dia sesak nafas, you jangan try nak address terus. Sesak nafas ialah tanda yang red. Kalau red, you terus bagi kepada medical officer ataupun nurses. Diorang boleh buat triage, diorang boleh buat apa yang sepatutnya. Within your context, yes you can do it. Kalau rasa macam beyond, pass it to people. Yes, link to the right agencies and then do not ask about triggering events. Don't ask them to elaborate about dia punya suffering, dia punya apa kehilangan dia dan sebagainya. So there are many more that you can look up, but these are the main ones lah. Alright, okay next.
For PSS
Okay, ini adalah antara aktiviti yang kita akan buat di bawah sokongan psychosocial. Untuk ibu-ibu, orang dewasa, kita akan buat screening questionnaire untuk disaster mental health. So yang ni, bila kamu volunteer di bawah Bulan Sabit Merah, kamu akan diberikan assessment ini. Kita akan buat beberapa games, aktiviti dalam center. Kita ada in-house punya psychologist Farah join, nanti Farah mungkin boleh kongsi. Kita ada buat games, activity untuk fill in the time lah. So bayangkan bila kamu dah ada disaster, number one role of psychosocial support ialah kita nak restore normalcy. Walaupun keadaan kelam kabut, kita nak orang focus on the now, yang kita berada di tempat yang selamat. So banjir tu macam okay, it's happening tapi bukan in front of you right now. Dia di tempat yang selamat, kita nak restore normalcy tu cepat. Sebab kalau tak dia boleh trap into PTSD. So kita nak cuba buat aktiviti ni supaya okay dia go through the motion not in a forceful way lah. So kita ada calming activities, breathing technique. So later on once you are selected, you will be taught how to do all these activities. Breathing, grounding, visualization. Kita juga akan ada talk therapy. Kita ada counselors in-house, psychologist in-house. Yang kat corner tu dia orang boleh pergilah untuk bercakap kalau dia ada apa-apa traumatic or anxiety or panic attack. Okay, and then kita juga ada aktiviti untuk kanak-kanak. Ada aktiviti mewarna, menyanyi, menari, stories, ada dan pelbagai. Ada banyak sangat aktiviti untuk kanak-kanak. That will include also a corner lah. Satu corner kita akan buat untuk kanak-kanak, ataupun kadang-kadang dekat setengah PV macam USJ 23 ada dekat sekolah. So ada perhimpunan kat situ, kita buat aktiviti dengan kanak-kanak. Yes, and then kita ada PFA corner. So these are some of the activities yang kita buat ketika bencana. Sekarang ni bencana banjir, kita buat aktiviti ni. Okay, next. Okay, so apakah itu psychosocial support? Psychosocial support ni saya akan terangkan the next slide. Tapi kajian menunjukkan kalau kita bagi intervensi awal, kita boleh mengurangkan banyak sangat risiko untuk kes-kes yang lebih dahsyat. Contohnya macam post-traumatic disorder. So post-traumatic disorder, kalau you benda tu fresh and then you tengok macam flashes, flashback macam over and over, sangat traumatic. So benda ni akan sangat-sangat impactful lah. Sekejap.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, there's ongoing meeting. Okay, so just remember the role for psychosocial support adalah sangat-sangat penting sebab kita nak buat pengesanan awal, kita nak restore normalcy as soon as possible. It's brief and effective. You kena buat cepat, you kena betul-betul tap into, like sekarang tanya apa khabar, tanya dia macam mana dia buat, and then, bagi dia link, dia akan lebih cepat untuk restore kepada normalcy. Okay, right, next. Okay, so dalam psychosocial support, mental health, MH, PSS, psychosocial support, kita ada satu framework, kita ada satu piramid ini yang menunjukkan kepentingan apa role kita masing-masing. So bawah sekali itu ialah basic psychosocial support. Basic psychosocial support ialah aktiviti yang kita gunakan sekarang ni, kita lakukan sekarang ni ketika disaster. You and I, all of us here are so capable to be a psychosocial support first aider, psychological first aider, di mana kita boleh melakukan intervensi awal dengan menanyakan soalan-soalan tertentu, dengan membuat perkara-perkara tertentu untuk meningkatkan kekuatan masing-masing. So it's not very complicated. As simple as you ajak seseorang tu, you bagi makan atau you ajak kawan-kawan you yang stress pergi makan, it's one of the activities. It's very simple, but sometimes people forget to do this. It's all about relationship, restoring relationship, and then highlighting inner strength. It's getting people to be together to do something. Okay, so that's the basic psychosocial support. And then focus psychological support. Contohnya kalau dalam disaster setting, you tahu orang tu dia kehilangan orang tersayang, and then dia belum traumatic lagi, so you bawakan dia maybe bersama dengan orang-orang yang dalam situasi yang sama, and then dia boleh connect with like-minded people, and then boleh discuss with like-minded people. So itu fokus. Kalau dalam disaster yang biasa, semua orang berasa anxious, semua orang rasa macam cemas, jadi itu adalah biasa. Kita boleh bagi intervensi yang biasa, and then fokus, and then atas sikit kita tengok dia macam ada trauma lebih sikit, dia memerlukan terapi. Jadi kita link kepada psychologist, kita link kepada counselor, itu naik atas sikit. Dan atas sekali ialah psychiatrist. Kalau people ada PTSD, some people ada PTSD, mungkin hilang orang tersayang, dia tengok mayat terapung depan mata dia for many days. So yang ni memerlukan maybe medication, specific technique to address. So kita akan link kepada psychiatrist. So these are the pyramid. So just remember, we can do the bottom up tu kita perlukan certification, kita perlukan license to practice. So that's the framework. Okay, next. So yang ni piramid yang sama. Kalau ikutkan kat bawah tu, kita semua berada di psychosocial support worker. You and I, all of us can practice this. And then kita pergi kepada counselor, psychologist and psychiatrist. So semua kat sini ada phone, boleh scan. Yang ni adalah mental health check-in. Kita menggunakan GAD-7 dengan PHQ-9 untuk tengok mental health punya state. It's
get to repay the doctors. That is also one thing
Yeah.
we have to clarify.
Okay. So yang screen ni semua orang boleh screen, ambil handphone and then tengok you punya mental health state. Ni self assessment. So dia bukan diagnosis. Bila you rasa macam mental health state you bahaya, please seek professional help. Seek a counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist. So get help. So use this link to check where you sit right now. Okay, I will share the deck later lah on my social media, and also we can send to the official website of NHS. Okay, next. Sorry for the noise. Okay, mental health through psychosocial support. So mental health ni adalah kesihatan minda. So mungkin antara kita dah memahami apakah itu kesihatan minda, which is our general well-being, our body, our mind, the way we think, the way we feel. And psychosocial support is about relationship between you and people around you. So bila kita cakap mengenai mental health through psychosocial support ialah apa yang kita semua boleh lakukan untuk menguatkan kesihatan minda masing-masing. So emotional first aid, psychological first aid yang kita lakukan ialah untuk mengelakkan kesan jangka masa panjang dan juga responsif, cepat. Kita nak bertindak cepat. That's why we do psychological first aid, emotional first aid. So these are the two aims. Okay, next. Okay. So seperti mana yang saya kongsikan awal tadi, dalam psychosocial support dia ada banyak sangat aktiviti. Hari ni kita belajar specifically on psychological first aid. Satu aktiviti ada teknik-teknik tertentu. Tapi sebenarnya macam saya cakap, dalam psychosocial support terlalu banyak aktiviti. You ajak kawan you makan, you nampak kawan you rasa macam down. And a few days she has been down for so long. So you ajak lah, Syara, you okay tak? I nak ajak you keluar makan. Contohnya lah, kan? So benda simple. You care for someone, that is a sign, that is an activity of psychosocial support. You nampak jiran you dah lama tak keluar, so you tanya khabar. Kadang-kadang kita lupa nak buat benda tu. So tanya khabar, check on one another, that is psychosocial support. You bermain, pergi bersukan, tolong belikan makanan, sports, all this, one of the activities under psychosocial support. Antaranya yang lain ialah lay counselling, kita ada specialized activities dan lain-lain. So just because nama dia ialah psychosocial support doesn't mean that it's very specific. All things with regard to relationship is part of psychosocial support activities. Okay, next. In any way, kalau ada soalan, please just tanya dalam chat box. So what are the key groups affected during flood? Boleh tak siapa-siapa kongsikan dekat chat box siapa yang korang rasa sangat-sangat affected during flood? Can anyone share siapa-siapa yang tengok kat social media group-group yang betul-betul affected? Elderly, sick, children, yes, kids especially. Yep, warga emas. Pregnant ladies, yes Amy, pregnant ladies. Kita pun ada case yang kehilangan. Elderly, yes, betul. So next slide. So yes, elderly, children, those living with other illnesses, caregivers. Oh my God, Adriana, thank you for mentioning it. Refugees and migrant worker. So sebenarnya dalam kes banjir, migrants banyak-banyak sangat-sangat lebih tertindas lah. Dia sangat-sangat tertindas sebab diorang nak keluar daripada kawasan tu, diorang takut. Dekat Sri Muda banyak sangat migrant and diorang takut nak keluar. So bila dia takut nak keluar, dia stay in. Bila stay in tak ada makanan, they have to break in all the shops, not all the shops, but some of the shops. So kat dalam tu macam it's another world. So it's really, really scary for them and it's scary for us because we feel like hopeless. So we know that everyone is affected, especially elderly, orang-orang yang sakit ni, caregivers, and then yes, migrant yang who have less, especially right now. Next. Okay, then I need to understand, what do you think are the common emotional reaction during flight? Just share in the chat box. Apakah perasaan yang kamu rasa biasa orang alami? Marah, betul. Shock, grief, stress, terkejut. Yes, devastating, traumatized, frustration, scared, traumatized, yeah. Depressed, yes, thank you. So next. So dalam banjir ada banyak sangat emosi, tapi yang saya perasan bila orang keluar, dia dah berhari-hari kat dalam tu, perasaan dia macam numb tau. Dia macam numb, macam dia nak marah tapi macam penat and tak tahu nak buat apa. So as a first responder, especially trained in psychological first aid, bila you nak approach, you tak boleh macam berkerumun ramai-ramai kat dia. You macam kena relax, and actually they don't want to talk about it. Dia nak terus macam nak bagi dia makan, benda-benda basic, makan, blanket dia sejuk, tukar baju, nak rehat, cari tempat shelter. Itu yang dia perlukan. And then you perkenalkan diri you boleh follow up, and then you tanya, kalau perlukan apa-apa, puan boleh cari saya Nisa. Saya berada di corner, this and that. So emotion, yes, differ. Kalau orang tu pernah mengalami flood sebelum ni, dia punya reaction berbeza. Dia tak sama dengan orang yang baru mengalami. Orang tua dan kanak-kanak, reaction dia berbeza. So you cannot just assume semua orang ada expression yang sama, emotion yang sama. Reaction time differ, timing of reaction differ. And orang-orang yang mengalami penyakit-penyakit contohnya macam depression, yang ada panic attack ataupun anxiety problems, dia rasa sangat-sangat affected. So you have to be really sensitive, walaupun you nampak macam diorang ni macam tenang, okay je. Because why? Kat dalam tu diorang dah suffer teruk. Tak ada orang yang nak address dia betul-betul. So you can ask but in a subtle way, check dulu dia punya basic needs, dah perlu ke tak, and then you tanya, semua okay ke, perlukan apa-apa ke. Your intonation is very important. Farah mentioned something there. Farah, if you feel anytime just interject. Yes, anger, denial, shock, sad, yeah. Semua under grief, betul, sebab dia lost all their homes, memories. Exactly. So diorang ni hilang segala-galanya. Bayangkan kalau kita rasa seorang tu yang terpaksa melarikan diri daripada negara dia, itu sebabkan war apa kan, kita kat negara sendiri yang kita rasa macam selamat, kat Selangor pula tu pun tak terlepas. So itu ada macam sikit bait-bait daripada rasa kehilangan lah. So grief tu sangat-sangat common, sangat-sangat common, and kita kena faham apakah itu common grief, apakah itu severe grief. Kalau severe tu you nampak lah daripada reaction dia, marah yang berlebihan, dia ada hurt diri dia, hurt orang lain dan sebagainya. Okay, next. So apakah itu psychological first aid? Anyone here pernah dengar apakah itu psychological first aid? I know obviously Amy, Puan Fatimah dah otai, Farah lagi lah. Siapa-siapa yang kat sini yang lain pernah dengar ke apakah itu psychological first aid? Apakah itu psychological first aid? So bayangkan kalau kita accident, first aid, as a first aider, macam saya pergi jalan kereta, dan saya nampak ada accident. Saya nampak ada orang terlentang dan berdarah. Sebagai first aider, saya akan tengok keadaan semasa, saya punya keadaan selamat ke tak, keadaan orang kenderaan yang accident tu selamat ke tak. Saya akan letak cone untuk berhentikan trafik. Saya tengok pendarahan dia, bawa dia ke tempat yang selamat, stopkan pendarahan, kita letakkan bandage dan sebagainya, call ambulance, tengok severity. Psychological first aid, it's much more difficult sebab you tak nampak apa yang berlaku dalam minda mereka. So you have to tap into your virtual pula. Apa yang you tengok, you kena buka mata betul-betul, you tengok badan dia macam mana, and then you tanya soalan. It's all about you being there, asking question to them. Okay, so there is yes, immediate needs. Yep. So kita tengok video, next slide, so that you can see a snippet of it.
In light of crisis, such as a terror attack or a natural disaster, the immediate aftermath might see people who are injured, dead, or with emotional distress. If you are caught in such situations, you may help by administering psychological first aid to those who need it. PFA is aimed to help people cope with the emotional aftermath of a crisis, build resilience, and ease their recovery to normalcy. Why do PFA? People do better following a crisis if they feel safe, connected to others, calm and hopeful, have access to social, physical, and emotional support, and regain a sense of control by being able to help themselves. You don't have to be a mental health professional to do PFA, as everyone can be trained in PFA. We can administer PFA by preparing, looking, listening, and linking, which will be further elaborated in this video. Before entering a crisis site, do check that it is safe to enter. Do not enter the site if it is deemed unsafe. Remember the guidelines for administering PFA. Use appropriate body language. Maintain eye contact. Use the appropriate style of communication. Ask if they need a person of the same gender. Beware of their dietary requirements. Do not impose your own religious beliefs. When looking around the crisis site, identify people who need medical attention or people who are distressed. If they are injured, attend to their medical needs first. For people who are distressed, you can help by administering PFA. After identifying a distressed person, we can proceed to help them. Remember, when approaching the individual, introduce yourself and ask if you can help and address their needs. Do not pressure them to talk if they do not want to. After listening, we can help to link them by connecting them to their loved ones or any social services that can address their needs. We can offer to follow up with and update if there are any new information available. When ending your assistance, remember to keep in mind that PFA is a brief intervention. To administer PFA, remember to prepare, look, listen, and link. Remember, everyone can be trained in PFA. For more information, please visit the following websites.
Alright. So, I hope semua orang dapat pay attention and then kita ada quiz sekarang. Okay, so kita try lah, kita test kita punya knowledge tengok video ni. Next slide. Alright, so Amma boleh tolong gerakkan So semua orang boleh jawab dalam chat box sebab tadi kita dah briefly tengok belajar apakah itu psychological first aid. So you kena unshare first. Okay. Okay, so nombor 1. Boleh Amma? Boleh nombor 12? Boleh klik.
Kejap Cik Nisa.
Okay, no problem. Alright. So kita tengok nombor, okay, nombor 1 Alamak, I can't see. Okay, nombor 12. Okay. Okay, mana ayat tersebut ialah betul atau salah mengenai psychological first aid Okay, so nombor 1. Comforting someone who is in distress and helping them to feel safe and calm. Nombor 1 tu true or false? Write in the chat box. So you boleh jawab lah. Okay, betul true. Comforting someone who is in distress and helping them to feel safe and calm. Absolutely correct. Very smart. Thank you. So nombor 1 true. Nombor 12. PFA ni professional counselling or therapy. Betul atau salah? Ini adalah professional counselling ataupun therapy. PFA true or false? Very good. So it's false. Okay, so next. Nombor 10. Pressing someone for details on what happened. Kita nak tahu true or false. Kita press someone, bagi tahulah detail apa yang berlaku. True or false? Can we press someone for their details? You know, apa yang berlaku, banjir kat mana. Okay. Lian Ui saying it's true. Honey, it's wrong. We cannot press someone for information. In times of trauma, people are shocked. Kalau kita press, dia lagi rasa macam tertekan. Do not press anyone for details on what happened. You can ask, but if they choose not to answer, it's okay. It's okay, alright? No problem. It's okay, Lian. So it's not correct. So it's false, yeah? And number 9, helping people to access information, services and social support. Do we help people to access information, services and social support? Kita link lah basically. Kalau kita tahu information, bomba, tempat shelter apa semua, kita linkkan mereka. Is it true or false? Okay, true, correct. It's true. Number 8, helping to address immediate basic needs such as food and water, blanket or temporary place to stay. Can we do that? Can we help to address immediate needs? Bagi makan, bagi minum. Macam tadi volunteer tu dia bawa air. I suka sangat bila volunteer bawa extra air, candy ke gula-gula dalam bag. It's always a good start kalau kamu nak orang bertenang, bagi dia makanan, bagi dia air, bagi dia relax. Okay, it's always good. Bring extra bottle in your bag. So yes, it's true. Number 6, encouraging detailed discussion of the event that has caused the distress. Do we encourage a detailed discussion of event that caused the distress? Contohnya macam banjir kan. Pakcik, ceritalah pakcik sejak bila banjir, rumah kat tingkat berapa, air tinggi mana ni, apa yang pakcik hilang, cerita sikit, mula-mula naik macam mana. Can we? We want information, it's legit, right? No, we cannot do that. Walaupun nampak macam positif, kita nak encourage teacher lah, cerita. It's not our job. Not our job. So all this detailed information, mungkin akan ada macam bomba ke apa akan tanya. Tapi kita on our side, we have to be the one that calm them down. Do not make any trigger. Do not ask detail of any part of their suffering. Okay, we don't do that. And unless kalau you therapist, they ada trauma, you nak dig, that's your role. You're not a therapist, so don't do that. So false, encouraging detailed discussion. Number 11, pressuring people to share their feelings and reaction to an event. Like I said, kita tengok orang keluar daripada banjir macam semalam, diorang jalan tau. Ada seorang ni dia datang pukul 11 malam. Dia jalan all the way, jalan kaki daripada rumah dia keluar. And then kita macam share lah, dia macam nampak macam kosong. Muka dia macam not panic lah, macam numb. So kita nak pressure, luahkan perasaan. Can we do that? Yes. We cannot do that. We cannot pressure people to share their feelings and reaction to an event. Don't do that, okay? Number 5, something only professionals do. So PFA, siapa yang boleh buat PFA? You and I, can we do that? Or just something that professionals do? You need certification. You need to be a counselor. You need to be a psychologist, have psychology background. You have to have this professional certs. Absolutely correct. So kita tak perlukan apa-apa specialized training. It's something that you and I, everybody from any background, you can do it. Okay, so false. Number 7, asking someone to analyze what has happened to them. Can we get someone to analyze what has happened to them? False, false, false. Okay. Okay, so analysis, psychodynamic, psychoanalysis, don't do that lah. It's not our role. Remember, kita macam plaster. Kalau plaster berdarah, you letak, that's it. You do that, it's dah bye-bye. Kalau you rasa macam ada pendarahan dalaman, call an ambulance, doctor will do that. Don't go into, all this analysis and deeper digging. And then number 3, protecting people from further harm. Can we do that under PFA? Protecting people from further harm. True or false? Boleh tak kita menyelamatkan mereka daripada bencana yang lebih teruk ataupun kejadian yang tidak diingini yang lebih teruk? True or false? Okay, true. Yeah, it's true. So the gist of psychological first aid, yes, kita nak protect. We want to protect people from further harm. How? How can you do that? Benda simple. You tanya soalan, you tanya dia apa yang dia perlukan, you be there, present. Orang tak nak cakap, it's okay, just be there. It's very important. Last but not least, asking, tak nampak. Okay, asking needs and concern, assessing needs and concern. True or false? Do we assess people's need? Do we assess their concerns? Can we do that? Boleh tak kita tanya dia apa yang risaukan dia, apa yang dia perlukan? Correct. That is actually the gist also. Sebab kalau you tak tanya, contohnya you nampak lah pakcik ni macam sejuk and then dia macam ketakutan. Tapi tak ada orang approach pakcik ni. Dia baru keluar banjir ramai orang. And then you macam assume, oh rasanya pakcik ni macam okay kot sebab orang lain pun macam tu juga. Don't assume. Please ask question. Especially during banjir, ask them question, what do they need? Ada siapa-siapa ke dia nak hubungi? Ada sesiapa ke yang hilang lagi kat belakang tu? Pakcik ada nak perlukan ubat ke? Pakcik nak pergi mana-mana ke? Ask. Don't just assume. Ask what they need, what concerns them. Okay, great job. I think that is okay. We can wrap. No, kidding. So next slide. So basically that's the gist. Okay. Okay, so the most important thing, sebelah kiri tu semua yang kita dah listkan, true and false, is knowing how to approach someone in distress, how can we calm people and how to provide emotional support and practical help. Bila kita nak approach you sangat penting. Muka you macam mana? Kalau muka you pun macam panik, macam nak telan orang, then orang pun tak rasa lega. Smile and then don't like smile macam over sangat lah kan. But look nice and try to be very accommodating. It's no longer about you. It's about you helping people. So be genuinely you want to help. Show it through your face. Try to look in the mirror. Muka macam ni membantu ke tak? So try that's the first thing that they see in you, and then the technique to calm people and linking to practical support. Next. Okay, so psychological first aid can be provided in any setting where it's safe and comfortable for you and the person in distress. It can be at home, community center, shopping center, kat sekolah, kat university, tepi jalan. You nampak orang macam stress, you rasa macam you can do something, you can always ask a question. It's okay to ask stranger a question. Kalau rasa macam keadaan macam sangat distressing, you can find a quiet and calm environment where everybody feels safe and secure. And most importantly, especially during COVID-19, kita kena tengok seorang tu punya privacy. Dia punya, especially kalau dia migrant ya. Kalau migrant during COVID-19 dia takut sikit dengan authorities. Sebab you akan nampak polis, askar. So dia rasa takut. So kalau you rasa macam orang tu nampak macam panic and you can see that this is not Malaysia, so approach in a nice way and then tanya dia, boleh cakap kat sini ke, mau cakap di tempat lain ke. Then you have to respect their dignity and respect their confidentiality. Alright. Next. So ada 3 elemen di bawah psychological first aid. Pertama ialah security, kedua ialah dignity, and ketiga ialah rights. So security inilah keselamatan untuk diri saya sebagai helper, diri kamu sebagai helper dan mereka yang memerlukan bantuan. So when you help, you have to make sure kalau kamu tengok first aid pun, kena make sure yang kamu tak boleh selamatkan orang accident kat tengah jalan macam tu je. You have to make sure that they are in a safe That at least the traffic dah stop lah. You tak boleh terus lari. Letak situ and then dah selamat baru you pergi selamatkan. And then make sure psychologically and physically also safe. Contohnya macam you dengar orang bergaduh, jiran you bergaduh, dia pukul anak dia for example. And then you know that your jiran is like huge. So kalau you tiba-tiba storm in, try to save someone, it's not gonna help you, it's gonna harm you psychologically and physically. So in that case, for example, you can call family member ke, police ke untuk stopkan the fight, the hitting, and then you baru masuk. Okay, please take care of your security. Next is dignity. Kita treat everybody with respect in accordance to their cultural and social norms. Kat Malaysia ada banyak sangat bangsa. Kita pun ada migrants and Malaysian. So kita tahu, kita cuba untuk fahami setiap orang ada garis-garis kebudayaan masing-masing. Some people dia rasa tak selesa bila lelaki approach perempuan. If you want to touch someone, pun you tengoklah culturally body language dia okay ke kalau you nak sentuh. So please make sure jarak pun you tak boleh terlalu dekat. Tak semua orang selesa. It's COVID as well. Don't go too close and also don't go too far. Orang boleh nampak daripada body language you macam you ikhlas ke tak. So look at that. It's very very subtle but very very important. Dignity tengok di culture. And then rights, you have to make sure that everyone has access to help fairly without discrimination. So kita tolong semua without any discrimination, semua orang akan dapat. So be a real humanitarian when you want to help. It's for all. Okay, 3 basic elements. Next. Astagfirullah, panas. So 3 basic principle dalam psychological first aid. Ada 3 L. Look, listen and link. So saya punya kawan-kawan dari regional dia selalu buat macam ni. Look, tengok, betul-betul look, listen and link. Look, listen and link, 3L. Next. So sebelum kita pergi kepada tempat-tempat yang disaster ni, kita harus siap siagakan diri kita dengan information sebelum krisis tu. So contohnya macam sendiri daripada kita semua sini tadi dah belajar apakah reaksi-reaksi normal ketika banjir dan ketika COVID-19. You know all this traumatic experience, you tengok apakah yang normal dan apakah tanda-tanda yang tak normal. Okay, so you are prepared what kind of reaction. You have to do this. You have to sit down and list down and think hard. Okay, ni normal ke tak? Ni tak normal, then what am I going to do? How can I address this? Who can I link to? And then look at how and what kind of situation that you can tackle alone and when do you need a lot of people. Look at how people support each other in the field. Contohnya macam di Kuala Langat, Nadira, if you are here nanti boleh share. Kuala Langat dia ada beberapa community leader. Ada Bulan Sabit Merah di sana, ada beberapa NGO. So ada support system kat situ. Don't just assume that they need external support. Don't just like assume okay you are wearing this white knight, you can save everyone, so don't do that. And then look at support available and then for you to practice calming exercises. Kita kena practice breathing technique dahulu dengan diri kita sendiri sebelum kita nak tolong orang lain. So later on we're gonna do this together so that you can try and practice on your own and then you boleh buat dengan mereka yang memerlukan nanti. Okay, I hope I'm not too fast. I hope everyone can get it. Next. Okay. So bila kita pergi di lapangan ataupun kita dengan kawan-kawan kita, sekitaran kita, kita harus membuat triage. Triage ni sangat-sangat penting sebab kita nak tengok, kita utamakan kalau dalam medical kita ada red, yellow and apa lagi satu? Green, of course. Red, yellow and green macam traffic light. Thank you. Okay. So kita nak tengok yang betul-betul red tu kita terus pass on. Kita akan address dulu and pass. Kita akan link kepada medical dan sebagainya. Macam tadi kita tengok video tu. So first tengok nature of the event, what happened, how many people have affected, severity, what are the consequences, ada loss, ada life changes. Kita nak faham macam tadi common reaction, complex reaction. Setiap orang mempunyai reaksi yang berbeza-beza. So kita nampak tengoklah kalau orang tu macam menangis, marah ataupun dia macam nampak macam too distressed, approach that person first. Prioritize through tengok how long the event took. Kalau makin lama event makin distress seseorang itu. Tengok physical health, kalau orang tu macam limping, dia macam jalan macam susah nak jalan, dia mengalami lebih banyak kesusahan berbanding orang lain, so help them first. Kalau orang memberikan tongkat, ada sakit-sakit yang lain, so you have to open your eyes much bigger, tengok betul-betul keadaan dan utamakan yang betul-betul memerlukan. Orang tua, kanak-kanak, ibu mengandung, disabilities. Look at their cultural background and age. Like I said, setiap orang mempunyai reaksi yang berbeza-beza dalam umur yang berbeza-beza. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is where you do the look. You wear an E cap. So I like to you guys to imagine you are wearing a cap, tulisan E kat situ. So E stands for emotion. So you look at the emotion of the person. Tengok dia marah ke, rasa macam cemas, muka dia rasa macam sedih sangat, ada muka rasa macam okay, muka bersalah mungkin lain sikit. But you look at all this emotion through what you can see on the facial reaction and apa yang seorang tu cakap. And then C, look at the cognitive, cara dia fikir. Bila you tanya dia soalan, dia macam tak boleh nak fokus. Dia macam confused, macam nak buat decision pun susah. So ada something wrong. There's something wrong, sit them down, ask them for the question. So tandanya macam dia memerlukan perhatian. Action, behavior, when you look around, tengok orang yang menyendiri, yang ada penggunaan dadah ataupun minuman alkohol yang berlebihan, dia rasa terlalu marah, cepat marah, nak rosakkan persekitaran dia punya barang-barang, diri sendiri dan orang lain. So these are the behavior, alarming behavior you have to take note. So that's A, action, and physical. Bila orang tu rasa macam cepat penat, badan dia rasa sakit-sakit, pening, rasa tak ada tenaga, tak boleh tidur malam, these are the physical signs. So E cap, wearing this cap is very important sebab korang kena betul-betul buka mata and look at the signs. There are actually many signs out there. These are the basic ones that you can pay attention and it shows that they are going through something. Okay, next. So look, information that had what is happening and still happening. Macam tadi, who needs help, safety, tempat dia dalam bahaya ke tak, utamakan orang yang dalam keadaan bahaya tu, make them in a safe space. Place, tengok physical injury, bagi immediate, basic and practical needs, and then look at their emotional reaction. Alright, next. So listening. So tadi kita buat look. So now listen kita kena listen, and listen is very important. Lepas you dah observe semua ni, kalau you tak buat basic and specific technique, korang akan hilang peluang untuk memahami masalah seseorang and membantu mereka. So listening, mendengar ni bukan sesuatu yang kamu hanya dengar dengan telinga. Kadang-kadang bila kita ada masalah, kita cerita dengan orang, ada banyak sangat kes yang orang tak memahami betul-betul. Ada banyak sangat cara-cara yang salah. Contohnya macam you rasa sedih sebab you fail exam, and orang dia kata it's okay, I pun sama. End of story. So that's not attentive listening. That's not active listening. You hanya mendengar and you just shove it under the carpet. So it involves all your senses to be present, to really pay attention, betul-betul faham apa yang berlaku kat dia, tanya dia banyak soalan, sensitif kalau dia betul-betul rasa emosi, highlight, and also recognizing that not everyone want to talk about their problem. Sorry. Boleh. Kejap, saya tengah buat training, nak ada cahaya. Sorry, nanti saya akan pusing ya. Okay, thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So it's also recognizing when someone is dia tak nak cakap, it's okay. Bila kamu tanya soalan apa semua dia tak jawab, it's good to say that tak apa makcik, saya Nisa, saya daripada Bulan Sabit. Kalau makcik nak cakap dengan saya ataupun kawan-kawan saya yang pakai jaket ni, makcik boleh pergi je kat diorang. Diorang okay. So always make it a point that it's okay. It's okay to talk to you. Jangan terus macam okay lah, aku dah penat, dah cerita macam-macam, dah datang kat sini, you tak nak cakap, tak apa lah. Don't give up, okay? There's so many people out there who don't know how to express. You have to be there, you have to show that you truly care and you can listen. Don't give up when people don't want to talk to you. Okay? Next. Alright, so 3 aktiviti utama dalam mendengar, listen, ialah 1, active listening. It's how you do mirroring. Mirroring ni macam cara kita bercakap. Bila kita mendengar, it's always good to parrot one or two words yang they mention lah. For example macam Amy, I tanya Amy, you okay ke? So Amy cakap, I tak tahu lah, I stress gila lah dengan kerja I. Banyak sangat kerja. Lepas tu deadline sikit pula tu. I cuba nak mirror dengan berkata, oh Amy, you memang, I dengar macam you macam stress gila, memang banyak sangat kerja. I rasa memang kalau deadline macam tu memang stress lah. I can feel you. Contohnya macam tu lah. So you ulang balik beberapa perkataan, mirror to show that you truly listen. And then you paraphrase, you boleh take a gist of what they say and then you ulang balik dalam perkataan you. You have to validate lah. Bila dia kata dia sedih, you kata ulanglah balik apa yang dia kata sedih tu, to show that you pay attention. And then reflecting tu bila you rasa macam you dengar Amy ni, I dengar Amy ni cerita pasal dia stress semua ni, and I perasan dia sebenarnya rasa sedih. Amy, I dengar macam you sedih je sebab bos you marah you. So dia kata macam, alah, I rasa macam sedih. So you pay a little more attention to look at the signs, like you know, some of the emotion yang mungkin dia mengalami, and you validate lah ataupun you clarify balik. Betul ke Amy, you macam sedih je? So dengar dia punya soalan. Kalau apa yang dia cakap, don't just assume. And then calming someone in distress. Calming someone ni daripada kita punya gesture. Cara kita, mungkin kita boleh gosok bahu kalau orang tu okay. During deployment, actually we discourage any touching. So in this case, don't touch anyone. Tapi kalau your family member or your close friends yang duduk sekali rumah, then kalau you rasa sedih, you boleh lah touch sini atau touch tangan. Your intonation have to be calm kalau kita nak tenangkan orang. Kalau suara kita stressful, so kita pun tak dapat membantu orang. So intonation is very important. Your pace, the way you talk, tak boleh laju sangat, tak boleh perlahan sangat. So it has to be balanced. And then yes, supporting touch. Thank you so much. And then asking someone about distressing needs. So bila you dah dengar, you ulang balik apa dia cakap, and you paraphrase, you dah reflect, you sentuh dia dengan cara yang appropriate. Dan you tanyalah apa yang dia perlukan, apa yang merisaukan dia, apa next step yang dia perlukan. Okay, next. So ini adalah contoh-contoh mirroring, paraphrasing and reflecting. Contohnya macam klien ni macam Muhammad. Okay, siapa yang saya boleh panggil Amar, you boleh tolong I ke Amar?
Ya?
Amar, you boleh baca tak jadi Muhammad kat bawah tu? Buat role play kejap.
Oh, okay.
Boleh tak?
My ex-wife phoned me yesterday. She told me that our daughter, Fiza, who is only 9, is very ill after a car accident. I am feeling very scared for her. They live in Kelantan, so I'm going to have to travel to see her. And now I have been made redundant. I don't know how I can afford to go.
Thank you Muhammad. Amy boleh tolong jadi PFA dia? Alamak. Farah boleh tolong?
Apa dia?
You boleh jadi PFA dia tak?
PFA dia ni? Okay, sekejap. I tengok bila kejap, okay.
Alamak. Tak apa. You cakap je.
Okay. Dia dah ke? Dia dah cakap ke?
Dah.
Dah cakap? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, so Muhammad, you have had some bad news about your little girl who has been involved in it. You are frightened for her and also have worries over money now. I know you have lost your job.
Yep. Alright. Thank you Farah. So nanti you boleh expand. So yang kat sini dia ulang balik kan? Dia ulang balik kalau you tengok dia macam takut sebab anak dia dah accident. And then dia rasa macam dia memang mention I'm feeling very scared of her, for her. And then dia dah hilang kerja dia. So Farah tadi dia repeat balik, oh Muhammad, you ada some bad news, and then you cakap you dah ada accident, you takut sangat, and then you sekarang risau pasal duit sebab you lost your job. So dia ulang balik. So it's just paraphrasing to show that you actually care and then you actually truly listen of what they say. So that is active listening. Next. Okay, so listen again. It refers to how we approach someone dengan cara yang tenang, hati-hati and in appropriate manner lah, kita bersesuaian. Contohnya macam bila saya approach tu, saya nampak saya macam tak berlari. Dia keluar daripada banjir, saya pun berlari. Oh, saya nak kejar ni saya punya klien. So you relax, you betul-betul datang macam show urgency but in a way that nampak macam you tak serang dia. So you have to like be really careful of how you behave bila kita approach someone. Bila kita memperkenalkan diri kita pun kena betul-betul berhati-hati. Contohnya macam saya di PPS, and then saya akan cakap, Assalamualaikum makcik, makcik dah makan ke? Minumlah ni, saya bawakan daripada Bulan Sabit. Saya Nisa, saya dalam Psychosocial, kita adalah buat aktiviti dengan budak-budak. Makcik ni tadi pagi tadi macam mana makan kat sini, cukup makcik? You tanya macam tu slowly, tapi you macam casually you brief lah, introduce yourself. Hi, saya Nisa, saya daripada mana. Sebab in situation yang semua orang kelang kabut, banyak orang ambil kesempatan. So you, kalau you tak pakai jacket, you tak ada identification, you have to introduce yourself. Okay, kalau dia pekat bisu, you tahu respon. Kalau you boleh berbahasa berbahasa isyarat, then you do that. Kalau tak boleh bercakap, you nampak macam dia struggle, you buatlah reaction, nak tulis ke. Having a good pula, having pen and paper also is very good. In case orang tak boleh bercakap, ataupun kadang-kadang dia perlukan contact member dia, family member, then you ada pen and paper. Pen and paper is very important. So good question. Kalau pekat dan bisu dia tak boleh cakap, then you have alternative way to introduce yourself. Okay. Pay attention and listen actively. Try to minimize distraction as much as possible. Tengok eye to eye. Kalau dia berdiri, you pun berdirilah. Kalau dia duduk, you duduk. Tengok sama eye level. Jangan sampai tahap yang macam you jauh and then you seorang kat atas, seorang kat bawah, menjerit. That's not proper. Avoid nampak macam typing, nampak macam tengok phone. Kalau you nak cakap, you tengok phone, nampak macam disrespectful. You betul-betul kena dengar. Try to put away all other distraction, unless kalau you nak record ke ataupun nak ambil nombor telefon dan sebagainya. But minimize any other distraction. Kalau ramai sangat orang macam bising bomba ke apa semua, bring them to one side yang senyap sikit kat corner, then you ask information. Sebab what's the point of talking in full of distraction, tak boleh fokus. Accept others feeling, walaupun rasa macam okay, banjir dah surut, kenapa you nak marah sangat ni, you rasa macam tu. It's not all about you, it's about them. Whatever that they say, whatever that they are feeling, validate it. Okay, saya dengar apa yang puan cakap, dengar je. Tak semestinya you kena respon pun sebenarnya. You just being there, daripada muka you, daripada gerak tangan you, nampak macam you pay attention. You can tell if someone is interested to talk. So you try to do that with yourself. Is it advisable to note down important points? And advisable, it depends on context. Kalau orang tu you perkenalkan diri and then you tahu you nak ambil information, then you have to lah. Dalam keadaan disaster, having pen and paper is good. Tapi you tak payahlah macam awal-awal lagi dah tunjuk macam you nak tarik note. There's note. So you introduce you, tanya baik-baik, and then as and when needed, you can. Tapi you minta permission lah. Don't just record tanpa tanya. Ask consent. Makcik, saya nak ambil maklumat makcik ni boleh? Nama penuh makcik apa? Oh, saya nak perlukan nombor makcik ni sebab saya nak nak bagi kepada jabatan bomba. Nanti dia nak carikan keluarga makcik. Boleh makcik? So always empower them lah. Don't just assume that okay, just because you are a helper, you have the rights to just do whatever kan. So when you want to take information, keluarkan pen and paper, tanyalah, saya ambil dokumen ni makcik in a nice way. And then calm the person in distress. Kalau dia rasa macam panik ke apa kan. Oh, nak bergerak kenapa? Okay. Oh, tak bergerak tak boleh. Sorry nak bergerak kan. Oh, kalau ke depan sikit boleh ke? Oh, boleh. Astaga. Kejap aku. Dia JKM. Tak tahu. Nanti JKM. Next is and then yes, ask about their needs and concern and then help them to find solution. So it's always good to walaupun kita nampak satu link yang direct, kita bagi beberapa option. Contohnya macam kalau kat sini, antara option untuk mereka yang keluar daripada banjir ialah pergi ke evacuation center. Tapi jangan terus macam pakcik dah keluar saya tempatkan pakcik dekat evacuation center dekat section 19 ya. You terus assume. Don't do that. Always ask them, pakcik ada adik keluarga ke, contact siapa-siapa ke rumah yang pakcik nak pergi. Kita juga ada tempat evacuation center pakcik kalau pakcik nak pergi. Give them option. Empower them. It's not about you. It's not about you knowing things. It's about you asking them, empower them, let them decide. That's the gist, okay? Next. Okay. So again, listening is non-verbal and verbal. More than 50% of our communication you can see from non-verbal reaction. Macam sekarang I can't see everyone's reaction, so I don't know whether you are truly listening. Tapi kalau dalam kelas, of course kita appreciate orang nampak, orang tengok kita, nampak, pay attention. Bila you bercakap dengan seseorang, your body language can speak lah. Kalau you slouch, nampak macam you are not like confident, you don't know what you do. So the way you stand, the way you talk to them, hand gesture nampak macam you betul-betul pay attention, mata you, eye contact, taking time to understand what they are going through. Don't just forceful. Pakcik bagi tahu saya kat mana, pakcik nak pergi mana. You cakap laju sebab you nak tolong banyak orang. So take your time, don't just rush it. If you feel like there's so many people, get the help. Like Syaira, can you help this client? This mangsa, I want to help someone else. So try to delegate if you can. But show through your non-verbal reaction that you are truly in the moment, that you truly want to help them. Verbal, it's about asking question to improve understanding, clarify, tak clear, clarify. Betul ke pakcik nak pergi sini? Kaki pakcik macam mana tu? Betul ke dah okey? Betul ke pakcik dah kenyang? Pakcik perlukan apa-apa yang lagi? Yang lain ke? Ask question. Restate, summarize apa yang dia cakap. Tu betul-betul fahamkan, jangan assume, and then encourage and positive. Kalau dia dah make it away, contohnya macam ada seorang ni, dia tunggu lama sangat kat boat tak ambil dia. So bila dia keluar tu muka dia macam lega tapi dia macam penat sangat. So kita nak bagi encouragement, pakcik alhamdulillah pakcik dah keluar. Tahu pakcik kalau jalan malam tu macam penat sangat, basah badan pakcik. Tak apa pakcik dah sampai ni, pakcik dah sampai. InsyaAllah lepas ni kita akan bawa pakcik ke tempat yang lagi okey. Yang pasti kering, tak ada banjir kat sana, tak ada banjir. So you bagi dia encouragement, dia dah go through hardship. Let them feel that, hey, actually I done something, I'm at a better place. So keep on encouraging. So that is under listening. Next. Okay, so ini adalah salah satu aktiviti. Maybe kita ada masa sikit untuk ni. Farah free tak Farah? Farah, sorry I nampak you je kat sini. Farah, you okay ke Farah? Boleh bantuin gue? Amy, are you free? Are you still driving? Siapa lagi aku kenal? Siapa yang boleh volunteer membaca untuk saya?
Saya boleh.
Siapa? Boleh. Boleh tak jadi mangsa? Ni kisah ni orang ni nampak kemalangan kat depan dia. Okay? So you jadi mangsa. Okay, tak apa Farah. So siapa lagi yang boleh volunteer jadi first aider? Volunteer.
I can do it.
Thank you so much Diva. So both of you can be in the role. Diva try to be the empathic volunteer, and then Nur Syafi, tak nampak dia punya nama.
Syafi Rasha je ya.
Okay, Syah boleh jadi mangsa
Okay.
So yang lain-lain bila tengok ni korang tengoklah dia buat apa yang sebenarnya, mirroring ke, paraphrasing ke, asking for details ke, supportive touch ke dan lain-lain. Alright, okay, so whenever you are ready, just go lah.
Alright, so I'll start now.
Diva, you volunteer. So Syah ialah.
I will.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also mix this now. Okay, I'll start.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, why did it happen? It was so terrible.
From what you say, it sounds like it must have been terrible. Am I right?
Yeah, it was awful.
I see. Would you like to tell me what happened?
I heard the car outside. I ran to the door and then saw what had happened. Oh, it was really horrible. There was blood all over.
I would like to hear more about what you did.
I ran to the car, made sure the driver was conscious, and then I rushed to call an ambulance. I talked to the driver till the ambulance came.
That's great. So first you make sure the driver was all right, then you called for help, and finally you stayed with the driver?
Yes, that is what I did.
It sounded as if you reacted quickly, showed good judgment, and helped the driver in the best possible way.
Oh, yeah lah. That is true. But it was shocking, you know.
I can definitely understand how it must have been a great shock to you. How are you feeling now?
A little bit better. I must say thank you so much. It still feels unreal, but I'm glad the driver survived. Do you
There's
think
another
I should
dialogue for
go?
you.
Oh yeah. Do you think I should go to the hospital and see the driver?
Well, I'm not sure I can answer that question for you. Maybe you can tell me more about why you want to go and we can talk about it?
Okay.
Awesome. Syah, bila you jadi mangsa, you rasa membantu tak bila Diva tanya soalan-soalan ni?
Very helpful sebab dia macam clarifying juga, and then dia tak position me in the wrong, macam maybe I did wrong ke macam tu lah.
Yeah. Diva, do you think as a volunteer the question that you asked is like enough?
I believe at some parts it sounded a bit cold, but I guess when I'm in the real situation, it could be a bit more different.
Natural. Yeah. Yep. So thank you the both of you, Syah and Diva. So dalam ni kita tengok macam nombor 1 tu dia buat siapa boleh teka nombor 1 dia buat apa? Dia cakap teruknya rasa macam tak boleh terima macam ni. So volunteer tu bilang macam saya faham keadaan sangat teruk ni. Ya Allah, makcik. Contohnya kalau macam tu. So what technique is that? Yang tepi-tepi tu semua teknik. Okay, boleh unmute, boleh tulis. Yes, Natasha, mirroring. You mirror kan macam parrot kan, dia cakap teruknya, terrible. So you ulang balik terrible. Don't like repeat the whole sentence lah, just satu benda kan. Contoh kau kata macam stress. Stress gila lah. Ya bro, stress gila. Contoh kan, nampak je support member. So you validate, yes, first name, you validate. And then bila dia kata macam it was awful, dia nangis. Yes, reaffirming, very good. So bila you mendekati, you move a little closer, it shows that you are paying attention. Macam kawan I stress, I datang dekat. Daripada dia nangis, I macam jauh macam I tak nak dekat. So apa macam there's something wrong. So you try to move your body closer, and then would you like to tell me what happened? Kalau kawan you stress, you dengar say, Makcik nak beritahu saya ke apa yang berlaku? So you dekat lagi sikit, and then you ask for details kan? Betul Kursyah. Baru nak tanya kan, apa tu? Asking for details. If you're not sure, ask. And then dia pun cerita, not enough information. And then it say, the volunteer said, can you tell me more? I would like to hear what you did. Makcik boleh bagi tahu saya lagi apa yang berlaku? This is not about analysis ya. Sebab information tak cukup. You tanya sikit. Makcik boleh bagi tahu saya lagi apa yang berlaku lepas tu? What is that? What technique is that? Kalau kita tanya, I would like to hear more about what you did. Anyone? Technique? What technique is that? Clarifying lah. Kita tak sure. Asking for details dah. Sebelum tu kita clarify lagi. Tak sure, clarify. And then bila dia turun bawah lagi, soalan yang nombor 4 tu. Nombor 4, so first you make sure that the driver was alright, and then you called for help, and finally you stayed with the driver. Dia ulang balik kan. Dia ada paraphrase and then dia clarify. Ulang balik, okay. So tadi makcik betul lah tu, makcik nampak accident. Lepas tu, makcik pergi ambil driver tu. Ya makcik? Okay. Makcik, lepas tu makcik tunggu dengan dia. So you ulang balik, betul makcik? You tanya betul tu nampak, you layan dia. You tanya balik soalan, you clarify. And then number 5, it sounds as if you reacted quickly, showed good judgment and helped the driver in the best possible way. Yang tu apa? Teknik apa? Nombor 5. Anyone can share what technique is that? Apakah teknik itu? So nombor 5, anyone? Yes, positive reaffirmation. Exactly. So you validate dia. Dia buat benda yang, dia buat sesuatu, you macam pakcik macam tadilah. Pakcik tu dah datang 1 hari dia berjalan, dia dah banjir, dia penat sangat. So you bagi encouragement, pakcik tak apa pakcik dah jalan jauh, akhirnya pakcik sampai kat sini pakcik, tak apa. Saya bagi pakcik selimut, makan semua pakcik dah selamat dengan saya. So you tunjuk, oh pakcik kuatnya pakcik jalan. So nampak dia bersemangat, rasa dia semangat lah, positive affirmation. And then macam ni lah, kawan saya dah penat satu hari kita dekat PPV. Sabar sikit. I'm not sure I can answer that question for you. Maybe you can tell me more about why you want to go. So last kali bila dia tanya, boleh tak saya nak buat macam ni? Kita sebagai volunteer, can we do that? Can we just like, yeah, you should do that? Kita terus bagi jawapan. Can we do that? No. Always empower them, bagi dia option, suruh dia pilih sendiri. Contohnya macam selamatkan orang dia banjir, you terus nak bawa dia pergi PPV. You are encouraged to ask question, pakcik ada sesiapa ke yang pakcik nak hubungi, tempat mana-mana nak hubungi atau nak pergi PPR tertentu, pakcik boleh bagi tahu. Kalau tak, saya hantar pakcik ke sini ya, lokasi sini pakcik. So get them to make their own decision. So we manage their own expectation and then empower them. Okay, thank you for the participation. Next. Okay, so this is the last one. This is linking. Tadi look, and then kita ada listen, and then kita ada link. So it refers to how we psycho-educate someone. Psycho-educate ni macam bukan nak tunjuk pandai, tapi kita nak berkongsi beberapa maklumat ataupun contohnya macam dia tak pasti apa nak buat lepas banjir, so kita bagilah pakcik saya ada brochure, contohnya macam ni, pakcik kena pastikan tangan pakcik selesai bersih, makanan kat rumah tu, lepas tu pakcik kena buang semua pakcik jangan makan, kalau dah ada kena banjir jangan makan langsung, buang. So it's psycho-education, tapping into their individual strength, community strength. Individual strength tu macam kita tanya dia, pakcik sebelum ni pernah banjir ke? Kalau banjir dulu pakcik buat apa? Oh mungkin pakcik boleh buat yang sama, bagus tu pakcik. Individual strength. Community strength, kalau banjir biasa ni sebelum ni pakcik hubungi siapa, maklumat apa yang pakcik dah dapat, get them to share, and then we tap into that, connect them with their loved ones. Social support, again tanya dia biasanya kalau macam ni you hubungi siapa, family member, rakan-rakan dan sebagainya, and then we help them to tackle practical problem, bagi dia link kepada services di luar sana. At the end of the day memang kena empower, let them decide. Kita bagi semua information ni, let them decide. And then we recognize that our limit as a helper. Sometimes situation kita tak dapat nak tolong. Ada banyak kes kat luar sana yang kita memang tak dapat nak tolong. It's beyond our power. That's why we link. Biasanya ada JKM, dia ada bantuan makanan yang lain-lain, ada counsellor, dan juga tempat tinggal yang lain kalau mereka memang ada total loss, so they have that kind of help. You know your limit. Kita sebagai psychological first aider, kita tahu kita tak boleh nak go beyond this, so we terus link kepada mereka yang boleh bantu, hospital ke, nurses ke, dan lain-lain. So recognize our own limit. Okay, so usually we have to remember that psychological first aid is usually one-off action. Helper need to understand their limit so that bila kita tolong orang, kita tak ada rasa macam affected personally, because we know that we are doing something brief, something fast and efficient. Okay, next. Tapi bila diperlukan kita boleh buat follow up lah, ya, bila kita ada database tu. Okay, next. Okay, some of the sample question yang kita boleh tanya individu kalau dia nak tap individual strength. Kita boleh tanya pakcik kalau banjir, you boleh tune this to the situation banjir tu. Kalau kawan kamu sedih nak buat PFA, kamu boleh tanya, how do you cope usually when you were upset or when you feel low previously, you buat apa? So kita tanya aktiviti yang dia suka buat, contohnya macam berlari, bersukan, climbing, hiking, ataupun memasak, dengar K-pop ke, atau tengok movie ke, talk to a friend, very important. So kita tanya, maksudnya, okay, you dah buat ke yang ni bila you rasa sedih? So tap into their strength. And then kalau dia rasa sedih, you can optionally tanya dia kalau you rasa macam sedih macam ni, kalau kawan you rasa sedih macam ni, biasanya you akan cakap apa? Because sometimes we forgot to care for ourselves. We care for our friends tapi not to ourselves. So we ask them that question and then, actually you can do that with yourself. Ask them about activities, what makes them feel calm previously, any specific activities. So these are the things that they can do before this and they can still use all these activities. Just remind them. Sometimes they just forget because terkejut kan. Next. Community strengths. Kita tanya siapa yang mereka biasa reach out, yang dia biasa hubungi kalau keadaan yang tough. Again, this is a natural question that you can ask them bila dia dah keluar lah daripada banjir. Siapa yang dia biasa hubungi, kat mana dia dapatkan bantuan, family atau friends yang boleh tolong, resources lain yang dia tahu. Kalau tak tahu, you kena well prepared lah with all this information. Terus link kepada mereka, tanya okay ke, kalau dia orang okay, terus link. And then of course, what kind of support do you require? Medication, hospital punya dialysis ke dan sebagainya. Especially elderly ataupun pregnant ladies, kids, dia orang ada extra needs, so ask this question. Okay, next. So this is the last one I think. Okay, so this is psychoeducation. Bagi mereka yang akan sertai sebagai sukarelawan minggu ni, nanti kita akan ada person in charge yang akan ajar teknik ni. Kita panggil calming techniques. Okay, sabar. Calming techniques ada 4-4-4 teknik ataupun box breathing technique. Ada grounding technique and visualization. I will share this link later. I don't know. I will share this link later in my profile. So yang ni boleh play lah, Amma. Kita tengok dulu.
When we all experience feelings of stress or anxiety. In these moments, you can use your breath to help calm those feelings. Box breathing is a simple relaxation technique that can help you reset your breath and return to its normal rhythm. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Box breathing can help reduce stress and improve mood. It can also help with controlling and managing emotions. It's very easy to learn. Imagine breathing around a box. Inhale as you visualize going up one side of the box, gradually filling your lungs with air. When you reach the top, hold your breath for 1 to 5 seconds as you picture going across the top of the box. Exhale gradually as you imagine traveling down the other side of the box. Pause again for 1 to 5 seconds as you go along the bottom of the box. Then repeat. This can be done 7 to 10 times in a row, focusing on the breath. If you can do it sitting down with your feet grounded, that will help too. But really, it can be done anywhere. Box breathing has physiological and psychological benefits. Physiologically, it regulates breath, increases oxygen to the lungs, and can help reduce blood pressure and lower heart rate. Box breathing can help psychologically by providing focus to your breath and removing attention from the things that are causing feelings of stress and anxiety. The repetition of box breathing can also help reduce stress. So, in moments when feelings of stress and anxiety are overwhelming,
so that is a breathing technique. Breathing technique ni all of us need to practice it on our own. Try to do it as often as we can so that kita boleh practice dengan orang. Salah satu teknik kalau kamu nak cuba buat dengan kanak-kanak lah terutamanya. Okay, dia macam panik. Okay, ikut saya, letak satu tangan di dada, satu tangan di perut. Okay, penuhkan perut macam belon, tarik nafas daripada hidung, penuhkan mulut, perut pastikan macam belon betul-betul, and then lepaskan kat mulut. So dia practice macam tu, ulang, and then you boleh buat 4-4-4 teknik. Tarik nafas 4 saat. Okay, perut pastikan kembung, tahan 4 saat. Lepas daripada mulut perlahan-lahan 4 saat. Tarik nafas, tahan 4 saat. Lepas perlahan 4 saat. Ulang 4 kali. So you have to be like really calm and really comfortable with this exercise so that when you want to do with someone, they can feel calm. So don't be too pushy when you want to do this exercise. Lagi satu teknik yang penting, kalau orang panik, kita buat grounding. Panik dia jerit, okay, Syairah, relax Syairah. Okay, Syairah, you with me, Syairah. And dia cakap, Okay, sekarang ni Syara tengok I. Okay, you bayangkan you dekat suatu pantai yang you suka sangat pergi. Okay, tutup mata sekejap. Dia panik kan? Dia panik keadaan haywire sekeliling. Okay, you pejam mata, you nampak apa kat situ? 5 benda yang you boleh nampak. Bagi tahu I. So dia list down. Dia nampak apa yang dia nampak lah. Okay, nanti boleh play the video. Apa yang you boleh sentuh dengan tangan you, benda yang boleh dengar, benda yang you boleh bau, dan benda yang boleh rasa. Kita nak ground them to current moment so that they don't think of all this hair wire around them. Boleh play lah video tu. Thank you Amal.
The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method is a grounding exercise that can help you stay in the moment and avoid negative thinking and worry. You can do this exercise anywhere, at home, at school, in the car, or even in the middle of a crowd. You can do it sitting, standing, or laying down. Counting down from 5, use your senses to list things around you. Make an effort to notice details about these things. This is how to do it. Start by breathing deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Then slowly look at your surroundings. Find 5 things that you can see around you. Maybe you see a colorful poster on the wall, the spider web on the bookshelf, the lamp on the nightstand with the red shade, the cat sleeping peacefully on the chair, the cactus on the dresser that has finally bloomed. Then list 4 things that you can touch. The warm mug in your hands, the soft comforter on the bed, the denim of your jeans, the scratchy carpet under your feet. Next, listen for 3 things you can hear. Maybe the ticking of a clock, the quiet hum of your computer, the sound of traffic from outside. Now try to find 2 things that you can smell. The tea in your mug, the clean scent of your clothes. Finally, list 1 emotion that you feel. This is a way to ground yourself so you can feel present in the moment and in control of your surroundings. Now you try.
Okay, boleh tak praktiskan masing-masing. Grounding ni sangat penting. Ada banyak cara kamu boleh praktis teknik ni. Ingat 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Menggunakan semua diri yang kita ada. Apa yang kita nampak, apa yang kita boleh sentuh, apa yang kita boleh dengar, boleh bau dan boleh rasa. Mulut ataupun hati lah. So bila seorang tu panik, kamu just macam, kalau depan kamu macam okay, Syara, I'm with you right now. Look at me. Hey, I'm with you. You're safe with me. It's okay. Say it with me. Syara, I'm safe with you. Syara, you're with me, with Nisa. I'm just like calming down. Okay, you're with me. Grounded. Sebab bila panik, your heart is pounding very hard. And jadi macam semua benda masuk. So you nak dia fokus kepada, kalau persekitaran tu haywire, then close your eyes. Pejam mata dengan dia. Okay, sekarang bayangkan you kat tempat macam ni. You go through all these activities with them, ya. Okay, next. Okay, we are finishing. Nanti Farah boleh share sikit.
Use this method when you feel overwhelmed to bring yourself back to the present.
double tap. Okay, so tadi tu you guys can scan this. Ni adalah macam mental health psychosocial support resource board. So yang ni ada banyak sangat information mengenai mental health. Kat situ ada resource board where you can get free mental health support macam care line. Malaysia Red Crescent kita ada care line kita. So ada nombor kat situ, call us. We have volunteers on standby daripada pukul 9 sampai pukul 6 Isnin sampai Jumaat. Boleh call, it's free. Kalau perlukan bantuan yang lebih lanjut, kita ada in-house counselor, in-house training counselor, kita ada psychologist Farah, you can say hi. Anyone can call us. Farah is there, in-house psychologist. You can book a consultation session for free. Kan Farah?
Betul.
Betul. So anyone can just reach out, it's free lah. Korang rasa macam tak selesa, you nak cakap dengan seseorang, you make a point, okay, I want to talk to this person. Can I talk to her? Can I talk to Farah? It's free, just talk to us guys. Kita ada, Amy is so amazing. You can talk to her, you feel good. No matter how bad your day is, talk to Amy, kan Amy? You will feel good. She's very calming. Amy, bawa buku Amy, I nak buku I. Okay. Okay, so this is a resource board. Ada banyak sangat resources kat situ. Just scan it, you can just use it. Ada assessment kat situ untuk check your mental health, banyaklah your anxiety ke apa-apa ada kat situ. When you know that it's bad, then you can reach out for help. Next, I think dah nak habis dah. Maybe Farah boleh buat sharing kot. I'm going to skip this case study. I can share this link to people. You can ask me on Twitter or nanti I akan minta tolong Amma untuk share kepada siapa yang dah kongsi, dah bagi kita contact. Just skip to the last slide lah. So Farah, if you want to share anything untuk kita punya planning activity, you can do so. Nadira, if you are here, also everyone can share your feedback here lah. You boleh scan, you share your feedback. If you have any question, you can just ask in the group, in the chat box. Kita ada Farah, kita ada experience volunteer here if you have any question. Puan Fatimah pun ada. Puan Fatimah sangat-sangat experience, banyak sangat membantu, especially in UiTM Palang Merah, Cak Alam. So we have people here who work on the ground. I'm sure most of you also here dah memang pernah mengalami sesuatu, so you can share. If you have any question, you can just pop it over. Just ask and mute. I think that's all for me. Kalau apa-apa yang kurang, saya minta maaf. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, you can just write to MRCS. And thank you very much for staying here. Farah, you can take over. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Nisa. Okay, I just going to take a few minutes je sebab dah lambat juga kan. Okay, so for tomorrow, first thing first, before kita buat activity dengan kids, you have to go to 10 every 10 lah sebab dekat sana ada 10 kan. You have to go at 10 every 10, minta permission parents dulu untuk kita buat activity lah dengan anak-anak dia. If they don't want to send their kids, macam it's okay. Tapi kalau macam tak ada orang berkumpul sangat, maybe you have to, kita kena flexible lah tengok macam mana keadaan kat sana. Maybe you have to go to 10 to 10 untuk buat activity. Okay, so for the activity, okay, I akan asingkan lah if possible kalau sempat malam ni. Alright, so untuk for tomorrow, the schedule is kita akan, okay, biasanya for person the PIC akan kenalkan diri lah dekat PIC dekat sana. And then let me check the schedule. Okay, so for day 1, maksudnya esok kita akan buat okay, you dah kenalkan diri to the parents, dah explain activity. Okay, so 1 hour with children akan ada rainbow deep breathing. Okay, so rainbow deep breathing tu boleh tak nak share sekarang? Sebabnya for deep breathing, it's impossible untuk ajar budak-budak macam yang tadi dalam video tu kan. You nak ajar dia tarik nafas for 4 second ke apa ke, it's a bit hard lah for them, untuk diorang ni. So I ada prepare, hopefully sekolah dekat semua center. So dia ada rainbow deep breathing ni. So maksudnya dari merah ni you suruhlah budak-budak tu trace pakai crayon. Yang merah ni you tarik nafas. Lepas tu dekat orange ni you lepas. Itulah. So this is the activity for children. Okay. And then akan ada colouring. I dah sediakan all the colouring sets. And untuk adults biasanya mostly talk therapy lah, and I ada sediakan sudoku jugalah if macam diorang willing untuk luang masa diorang bosan-bosan untuk main sudoku. I prepare sudoku the hard level lah for adults. For adolescent I prepare yang middle punya level, and for kids I prepare yang easy punya level. Itu je. Esok for PIC bila pick up barang I akan explain lagi sekali lah. Itu je. Lagi satu I lupa nak bagi tahu, for diorang punya psychological condition, of course dia akan ada trauma, but you don't say dekat diorang yang pasal PTSD dulu, because PTSD takes after 2 to 3 weeks after the trauma. So you tak perlu sebut PTSD dulu. So biasanya memang diorang punya reaction akan ada anxious, sedih apa semua tu lah dulu. But for PTSD tu jangan sebut, you just monitor je dia punya symptoms. Itu je. Thank you.
Thank you Farah. Any other question? Saya rasa macam dah lambat gila. Kita orang kena beransur ke tempat lain. If you have any question, location kat mana Alia, are you a volunteer untuk sesi untuk minggu ni? Kita ada 5 lokasi sekarang ni, tapi sekarang kita lebih tumpukan dekat Seri Muda. I think so. Alia, is it in the... If you are contacted, kalau you dah contacted directly then you are volunteer, you will be informed the roster tonight. Okay, tonight kita orang ada banyak lagi benda yang kita orang kena sort, and then esok paling awal start pukul 11 You will be briefed. Don't worry about. Ya, 11. Amy ialah kita punya PIC person in charge dekat Emerald kan, dekat Kota Kemuning. Actually Kota Kemuning sangat besar, ada 1,500 orang. So kita bukan kat point zero, dia ada satu massive punya dewan. Actually kan makanan cukup, makanan should be cukup lah. Cukup. Tapi memang kena hands on, sebab kadang-kadang you bukan buat PFA pun, you memang tolong range macam logistik sikit lah.
What do we have to bring there for the volunteers?
Volunteer, I rasa bawa power bank cukup.
Bawa diri sendiri.
Bawa power bank, pen and paper, personal punya water bottle if possible. Yes, tapi kalau boleh apa yang you bawa dengan carry around tu yang you boleh bawa ke mana-mana lah. So don't try not to leave anything anywhere. Just apa yang you bawa tu lah yang you bawa ke mana-mana. Bawa backpack lah, advisable. Bawa slipper, bukan pakai slipper, kasut yang boleh basah. Cause you never know where, lupa nak highlight, korang kena pakai baju yang appropriate. Kalau nak bawa extra clothes, it's okay, bawa towel. Kalau sempat, insyaAllah, Alhamdulillah, insyaAllah korang boleh balik lah, of course, insyaAllah. Tapi kasut lah, kasut kena proper, good attire lah, so you'll be sweaty lah, toilet semua no problem, mask and sanitizer ada kat situ, don't worry. Always good to bring extra, sebab satu hari korang pakai mask and then tak boleh nak buka, you don't want to smell yourself, so bawa extra sikit lah.
Boleh pakai double mask
Yes, double mask. Yes, thanks Farah.
And if possible, if you guys macam ada masa ke, bawa lah sikit sweet as a treat to the children bila buat aktiviti nanti dengan diorang.
Betul. Kita ada ke Farah dalam kita punya
Actually I nak pergi beli tadi, tapi Eco and Mr. DIY semua dah habis dah semua, sebab kawasan area rumah I pun macam dekat dengan tempat banjir. So dah.
Betul. Area sini memang teruk. Actually pagi esok lah, kalau siapa-siapa sempat, Amy kalau you sempat singgah, you borong je all sorts of candy.
I rasa Eco tak sempat, dah habis dah, sebab tadi hari tu pun I pergi Eco memang barang semua banyak dah habis.
Ya, tadi I pergi Eco memang semua kosong.
99 ke?
I think we volunteers, can we also just bawa our macam, if you think that you will stay for the lunch ke apa, sebab I takut, I tak tahu dekat sana situation macam mana kan.
Ada makanan banyak sebenarnya. Makanan ada orang bagi abundance lah dekat tempat-tempat ni. Cumanya you ada masa tak nak makan. So you kena curi-curi lah. Ada masa sikit you makan. Kalau tak memang you akan run around and tak sedar. Yeah. There's always work to do tau. So macam memang kena macam cepat alert and just do it. Kadang-kadang macam you tak nampak, oh ni bukan PFA, so don't say that lah. Nampak orang perlukan bantuan, nak tunjukkan ke, you just tanya apa diperlukan. You have to know mana position makanan kat mana, polis kat mana, doktor kat mana, sebab nanti you blur. So as PIC nanti PIC kena betul-betul scan the situation, get all the main contact person, polis apa semua tu, then you terus boleh link lah. So keep this in your phone or in your note lah, so that boleh yeah. So I think that's ada apa-apa soalan lain ke? Thank you Amy, thank you Farah. I think kita tak nak stopkan lama-lama. Recording nanti Amma share, kita boleh letak kat YouTube or something, just share lah to everyone bila-bila dia nak gunakan untuk flood. This is definitely just an overview. Actually dalam PFA ada banyak lagi role play yang kita kena pelajari, but you learn as you go. So again, thank you so much. I think we can wrap our sharing. Thank you semua. See you guys soon. Take care and stay safe. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.
Terima kasih.